Okay guys, so now I've got here everything that you need to install the red dot. There's just a couple of things I want to mention before that, which is the first adapter I got, because you need an adapter basically. So as you can see, with an Allen key you can remove the plate that allows you to install the adapter. So it's a simple process here, nothing too special. The plate just comes off, and here's the base where you need to install the adapter. I've heard that the real seal one you can just drop in the RMR or the doctor's site, and it will just be a matter of screwing some screws. In this case, the Airsoft version, it's not, and so for that reason I had to get, first of all, I got the Asura Dynamics mount for the FNX. It says here Cybergun FNX-45, and I had an issue. The first issue that I had was basically it wouldn't fit. So it was really way too long, and it still is a bit hard, as you can see, to get in there, and I had to sand it here, and yeah, so it wouldn't fit. It was quite long. It's about 1 millimeter long, 1.5 millimeter too long for that, and that's just enough not to get in there. And then once I sanded this off, as you can see, it's been sanded here. You need to sand it on this side. It doesn't come with absolutely any screws, so I had to use the screws that came with my RMR replica. And those screws, not only were they too long, which what happened here was that they kind of slightly damaged the base, but it's no big deal. But I then had to cut them, and then they were too short. So it's a very negative experience with this mount. I really don't like it. Okay, and then the mount I actually got was the Ace1 arms, which really worked out for me. And basically this mount comes with the needed screws, and it also comes with a working base plate, which you just install quite easily. So what you'll do is basically put the base plate in there, and what I recommend is using, and here's another thing that you need to be careful, you need to use the screws that came with the gun, and that you just unscrewed from the plate, because if you use any other screws, it will even the screws that came with the Ace1 arms. What happened to me was that the slide and the feeder, the BB feeder, was stuck inside the slide. So really, I would highly recommend you guys to use the stock screws when screwing, and getting it well fixed in there. And I mean, this is the best option. The other ones, as I've mentioned before, have made the slide to fail and stop and not work. So okay, use these ones. These have the correct length, so that nothing inside will cause any major issues or failures. So just do that, and then you easily install the red dot, because it has these small holes which align with the two with these two kind of things that it has there, and there you go. And when you basically screw the longer screws in there, like so, it won't come off. Even with all the power of the blowback that this heavy slide produces, it just doesn't come off. It stays there, it's very sturdy, it doesn't come off at all. So get it in there nicely, and I mean, after that you won't have any issues at all. this is a very well made base for the optics, and apart from the included base, so as you can see, they're very long, they're quite long, so don't use these. Apart from that, it's very well made, it looks really nice. So this is one of the nicest things about this gun. It just looks amazing, and it also works great for me because I really like to have this option where I can just acquire targets a lot more easier using the red dot right there. Let's see if I can get this in picture. There you go. Just amazing, as you can see. Yeah, this is a clone, but it works just great. It works really nice. And as you can see, this is the easiest way without having any issues to install a red dot on the FNX-45. So I went through the Asura path, and believe me, I don't want to go through that again. I don't want you guys to do that. So get the Ace 1 arms. I also heard the Azimuth is quite good. I don't know, I haven't tried it. The Ace 1 arms worked great for me. And then I had to get also you know, a holster, and I was looking for it was one day before game day, and I needed something. It's, you know, holsters for the FNX aren't readily available everywhere. Most of them need to be Kydex because of the way that the gun is made. It's different from, I mean, most holsters out there for Glocks or other kinds of gun, so it's quite harder to find for the FNX, especially if you have attachments. So I just got this Garder Cordura universal holster, and it works really nice for me, as you can see right there. You just slide it in there, get it in there, and there you go. So far it's been holding on there really nicely, and this is of course a belt holster. You can get several universal holsters that are MOLLE or you know, for the vest or for a MOLLE belt, whatever. So this one is the one I'm using at the moment, and I'm really happy. So thanks for watching, guys. Let's check the chrono of the gun. Cheers.